Well, welcome to the channel. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments, your likes, and you can share this content if you think it's going to help anyone. Proverbs 25:20. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day, or vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. This speaks about being completely out of touch with humanity, being completely out of touch with your relationship, being completely out of touch with your family, being completely out of touch with yourself. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day. That's saying that you're bringing pain to somebody, you're bringing discomfort to somebody, you're bringing a lack of welfare to somebody. You have no duty of care for your relationship. The one who removes a garment on a cold day, that's like somebody in a relationship that's being negligent. They're taking the security, the value, the tenacity, the effort out of the relationship. That which is already cold, things have gone cold. You're making it colder. You're not bringing the resolve that's required. You're not making the effort. You're removing things instead of adding. You're removing things that could be helping. You're making things worse than they already are. You're making things colder instead of warmer. You're abusing your relationship. You know, Jesus said in the end days, the love of many will grow cold. The love of many will grow cold. Like one who removes a garment. A garment is the resolve. Like one who takes away the peace. Like one who takes away the joy, like one who takes away the long suffering, like one who takes away the kindness, like one who takes away the goodness, the gentleness and the long suffering, like one who takes away self-control, is like the one who removes a garment on a cold day. The love of many will grow cold. They'll take away the duty of care. They'll become negligent. They'll become lazy. They'll take drugs. They'll drink alcohol. They'll thrive on medications. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day. As if things weren't cold enough. It's if things weren't stony enough. If things weren't in trouble enough. Somebody comes along and just makes things worse. You might be trying to start a relationship with somebody and there's a family member in the midst that's just making things worse. Somebody's coming along and bringing you warmth, tenderness and love. But there's just people who are jealous, flying monkeys, that don't want to see you prosper, and they're trying to take away the garment to make you feel cold again. They're trying to undo the warmth that you're receiving. They're making things worse, and if you go along with it, you're just an accessory to the fact you're pulling down what is important to you. Like one who removes a garment, a jumper on a cold day, like one who is bringing warmth and love and tenderness to a relationship, and you're just removing it. You're just taking it for granted. You can't find a way of maintaining and sustaining the love that's been given to you, the warmth that's been given to you up against your stony cold heart. You have somebody there that's trying to make you feel worthy. Somebody there that's bringing value to you, warmth, commitment, loyalty, and integrity. And there's just this spiritual battle going on, and they're taking the garment away on a cold day. They don't want you to have a warm heart. And you don't do anything. You stand there cold in the storm. When Jesus was crucified, being crucified, they put vinegar on a sponge and offered it to his mouth. The drink they offered him was cheap Roman vinegar wine, which had a drug mixed in to dull the senses. That's what they offered him. Many of you are taking drugs. You're trying to dull your senses. It's just not working for you. It's making things worse for you. There's a whole passage here. The vinegar wine was offered to Jesus as they filled a sponge with vinegar and put it upon hyssop and put it to his mouth. Hyssop was an extreme significance to the Jews because it would remind the Jews of the first Passover night when each household among the Israelites in Egypt slew a perfect lamb and put the blood on the doorpost so that the death angel would pass over the houses of the Israelites. Jesus' last words from the cross were, "It is finished. It is finished." But like one who removes a garment on a cold day, or vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Sometimes we are so out of touch with reality, with what's happening to us and around us, with what's happening in our relationships and our love, that we're no different to somebody pouring vinegar on an open wound. We're no different to somebody singing songs to somebody that just is not in a place to want to sit and listen to it. And let's just be honest, like me, a lot of you people couldn't sing a note to save yourselves. And imagine being so out of touch that you're sitting there singing a song to somebody that's got a heavy heart and it's just not working, but you're still singing. That's how out of touch many people are today with the people in their lives. They are so far out of touch. Absolutely so far out of touch. It's not funny. Without clothing, they spend the night naked. They have no covering against the cold. Is this the wicked? Well, just bear with me for a minute. Without clothing, they spend the night naked. They have no covering against the cold. Drenched by mountain rains, they huddle against the rocks for want of shelter. This is a situation where the people have put themselves in a situation where they're removing what's good from their lives. They're cursing what is good for their lives. They're turning away from the things that are good for their lives. And like one who removes a garment on a cold day, or vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day, or vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. I can remember my grandmother was admitted to hospital for heart surgery. We had run out of answers. I went in and I was reading the Psalms to her. And that did fit for a little while. But it wasn't the atmosphere, it wasn't the time to go over and over and over readings from the Bible. It was a time of solace, silence, and quiet support. And that's what it's like if you sing songs to somebody with a heavy heart. Just because, you know what it is? It's toxic happiness. It's happiness that doesn't fit. This is the sort of thing that bullies do and abusers do. They think that by their hype and emotional condition, that they can change somebody's heavy heart by the way they feel. It's a delusional type of mentality that just produces toxicity, toxicity that people don't want around when they're hurting, when they're cold and wounded and they've got a heavy heart. No, it's no good walking around singing songs to somebody that just needs silence and solace and support. I know what this is like. You've lost your family, you've lost your children, and somebody comes up to you and says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No, it's not the time for that. Sometimes the most powerful words, the most warming, soothing, heartfelt words are the ones that aren't said. Even a fool is counted wise if he holds his tongue at the right time, the Bible says. Even a fool is counted wise when he holds his tongue. It's not like one who removes a garment on a cold day, a cold-hearted person, or somebody who puts vinegar on an open wound, just a callous, so out of touch person that they sing songs to someone with a heavy heart. No. There comes a point in our lives where we have to stop and realize that we're out of touch. We need to submit and become responsible and accountable to a higher power than ourselves. Recalibrate, learn, take accountability and responsibility for where we've got it wrong, and be one who comes with a garment on a cold day, who puts the right soothing ointment on somebody's wound with the right words, and one who possibly just sits silent alongside somebody with a heavy heart. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day, or vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings songs to somebody with a heavy heart. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.